Memorizing all 12 cranial nerves can be daunting at first, but hopefully by the end of this video you'll be able to recall all 12 with ease. Cranial nerve 1 is the olfactory nerve, which is responsible for smell. Cranial nerve 2 is the optic nerve, responsible for your vision. Cranial nerve 3 is the oculomotor nerve, that's responsible for movement of your eyeball and your eyelids. Let's stop there and review. I remember the first 3 cranial nerves as the 3 O's: olfactory, optic, and oculomotor. Now it's your turn. Cranial nerve 1 is the, cranial nerve 2 is the, and cranial nerve 3 is. Great job. Now let's move on. Cranial nerve 4 is the trochlear nerve. This innervates the superior oblique muscle of your eye. Cranial nerve 5 is the trigeminal nerve. This innervates your mastication muscles, or the muscles that you use to chew. Cranial nerve 6 is the abducens muscle. This controls the lateral rectus muscle of the eye. We're going to stop again to review. Cranial nerve 4 is the trochlear nerve. Cranial nerve 5 is the trigeminal. Cranial nerve 6 is the abducens. Now it's your turn. Cranial nerve 4 is the, cranial nerve 5 is the, and cranial nerve 6 is the. Let's review again, but from the very beginning. Cranial nerve 1 is, cranial nerve 2 is, cranial nerve 3 is, cranial nerve 4, cranial nerve 5 is, and cranial nerve 6 is. We just finished half of the cranial nerves. So moving on, we have cranial nerve 7, which is the facial nerve. This is responsible for your face muscles, as well as receiving sensory input. Cranial nerve 8 is the vestibulocochlear nerve. This is involved with your hearing and your balance. Cranial nerve 9 is your glossopharyngeal nerve. This is responsible for your swallowing muscles. We're going to pause again to review. Cranial nerve 7 is facial. Cranial nerve 8 is vestibulocochlear. Cranial nerve 9 is your glossopharyngeal. Now it's your turn. Cranial nerve 7 is, cranial nerve 8 is, cranial nerve 9 is. Good job. Now let's start from the very beginning again. Cranial nerve 1 is, cranial nerve 2 is, cranial nerve 3 is, cranial nerve 4 is, cranial nerve 5 is, cranial nerve 6 is, cranial nerve 7 is, cranial nerve 8 is, and cranial nerve 9 is. We're almost done. So the last set of nerves include cranial nerve 10, which is the vagus nerve. This extends to the organs in your neck, chest, and your abdomen. Cranial nerve 11 is the spinal accessory nerve. This innervates your trapezius muscle, which moves your neck. Cranial nerve 12 is the hypoglossal nerve. This is responsible for the muscles in your tongue. Now moving on to our last review session. Cranial nerve 10 is the vagus nerve. Cranial nerve 11 is the spinal accessory nerve. And cranial nerve 12 is the hypoglossal nerve. Now, for the final review, the final run through, cranial nerve 1, cranial nerve 2, cranial nerve 3, cranial nerve 4, cranial nerve 5, cranial nerve 6, cranial nerve 7, cranial nerve 8, cranial nerve 9, cranial nerve 10, cranial nerve 11, and cranial nerve 12. That concludes our practice of the cranial nerves. One tip you should do is quizzing yourself like we've been doing, except making sure you say your answers out loud. This helps you retain information better than just merely reading it or watching the video. Thank you for watching this video. My name is John with Sports Science Student. Like, share, and subscribe. If you have any ideas of new videos I can make to help you guys, go ahead and leave them in the comments.